Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Many people are worried about the current XRP exchange rate. There was no lunar landing. What's going on, seeing as how we just won in court? And I had already intimated that this would be the case. Hugo was making assumptions on Twitter on why this would be. He mentioned XRP's use case, and similar factors. Nothing even somewhat complicated, in my opinion. Currently, XRP has a market valuation that is around 3 times that of Cardano. Therefore, we should expect XRP to rise to the $2/$3 range. And even higher. To see that kind of growth with any cryptocurrency, you'll need a very positive atmosphere, you'll need capital flowing in. Where is that money going to come from? The current phase of cryptocurrency development must be one of expansion. And while we're not seeing that at the moment, I expect things to kick up towards the middle of next year. Probably, if the first half of 2025 is your target. You'll be in the driver's seat around the time the universe explodes once more. Okay, I admit it, I'm no Nostradamus. I can't say for certain. But if you're shooting towards that, I think you'll have a sense of when crypto will see significant growth again. Until then, absolutely, XRP. It's possible the price could rise above $1. In the short term, it could drop to 30 cents again, but in the long run, it will depend more on what crypto achieves as a whole. Is the current trend upward or downward? However, I do not anticipate such seismic shifts in the near future. With that amount of money pouring in, XRP has a good chance of overtaking Ethereum. Sorry, but I don't buy it. For me, this lawsuit is all about laying the groundwork for crypto's next development phase, whenever that may be. In spite of the fact that many of XRP's contemporaries had access to liquidity during the bull run of 2017 and 2018, we did not. The last time we tried this, we also failed. Sure, there was Uphold and some other crazy back and forths. However, most major exchanges didn't sell their products domestically. It's just a matter of laying the groundwork at this point. That was the risk involved this ANR Papa Bottles time. I warned at the outset of this litigation that we might lose out on a full bull run cycle if we don't achieve a settlement or resolution soon. This actually transpired. When compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum in the future, how do I anticipate its performance? I believe XRP will benefit from the industry-wide expansion of digital currency. Because it has a lot of ground to make up in this market, I believe it has a lot more gas left in the tank than the other top 5 cryptocurrencies. And how much expansion do you think we'll see in the long run? After all, that's the whole point of the game. The future will show us how things progress. I don't feel too threatened by the current situation. The SEC can appeal, but it will take a long time and put us in limbo while we wait for a decision. The norms appear to have been inverted here. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. XRP will be just fine now that time is on our side and they can't stop us. Now Cathie Wood says she thinks numerous spot ETFs will get approved on the spot. That's unusual since normally the first market to enter takes up the entire market. Therefore, she predicts that we will receive multiple. Is Grayscale going to be one of those? And I don't think they were wrong to go to court over this problem. After all, they did take on the FCC over it. But I'd wager anything on the fact that they won't be among the earliest ETF recipients. Consequently, if competitors beat Grayscale to market, what will happen to it? Shouldn't they be able to pass that along to someone else? Can they make it in this vacuum? Because I don't know how they really make it here if they aren't one of the first applicants authorized for an ETF, you know. You may prevail in your current court dispute against the SEC, but you will very certainly lose the war. If there are several positive votes, then we'll have to wait and see, but my money is on BlackRock, Fidelity, and maybe one other. This is going to be a monumental event. When it happens, I think crypto will experience a significant price surge. But if it happens before Bitcoin's havening, I'm not sure it'll be enough to get things moving. It will take some time before we can move past that safe haven and into the second part of next year. And that's where I anticipate most of our future expansion to come from. PayPal has now announced the release of its own stable cryptocurrency. And this was intriguing and puzzling all at the same time. It's intriguing because, they checked all the boxes on the compliance and legal checklists and released a stablecoin anyhow. There must be a great deal of danger involved. In this setting, I wonder what information they have that we don't. Furthermore, I believe this demonstrates the continued attention from the traditional finance and payments sectors, which will lead to significant development in the cryptocurrency space. This is not some fleeting fad. This problem won't go away. Believe me, PayPal is not the end of the road. Is there a market for this? Honestly, I'm not sure I get it. Circle is smaller than PayPal is now, but PayPal is huge. The integration is complete enough that $C can be used. Also, why would anyone need or use a PayPal coin? What, exactly, is the point of such service? Sure, I get that you can use PayPal to make international payments, and that you presumably feel safe in trusting the company with your money. However, I am not sure how effective it is, given that PayPal is not well liked in the crypto community. But we'll have to wait and see what new offerings they come up with. Once again, this is an application of blockchain technology. And it's really simply another doorway into the same area. And again, I doubt they are the only people I will have doubts about. In the future, they have shocking levels of success with this. But I'm curious how things turn out. It only goes to show, though, that there are still a lot of people who care about these things, and that conventional players are going to start throwing a lot of stuff at the wall and hoping something sticks. Bitcoin's use cases and PayPal stablecoin are just getting started. It's true, we're about to hit the ground running. Finally, I read a paper by Goldman Sachs that predicted AI would account for 4% of US GDP by 2025. You're not off by too much. That's a substantial increase around these parts. I just wanted to bring this up, so you could keep an eye on it. You and I both know that we had while interest in artificial intelligence, AI, is still high, it appears to be slowing. Everything goes through its ups and downs at some point. Everyone will forget about crypto in the future. And when it's a good moment to invest and buy and research and truly discover where you are, that's when you should be paying attention. You may expect the same ebbs and flows with AI that you're seeing now in the cryptocurrency market. Helping to build out these future systems absolutely necessary, the United States continues to be a leader in all these areas, and they are the pillars of the future, especially the future of finance, artificial intelligence, the web triumvirate, blockchain crypto. The government can be difficult to work with, but will succeed in the end because they need this technology to compete on the world stage, and you can bet they'll get it. And before I wrap up this video, I want to go back to the Do Kwon situation again. This Judge Rakoff, or whatever his name is driving me crazy. I don't want to give the impression that I believe I know better than a judge, but this comment is absolutely mind-boggling, and it should make you all the more appreciative of the judges we were able to secure in the Ripple case, who are able to approach the case from a legal perspective rather than a personal one. This Rakoff then goes on to claim that he does not discriminate on the basis of the purchaser's ability to pay or the type of coin being sold. That's just how he operates, so how did you present it? But how did you convince him that your product isn't what he needs? You and I don't have to file paperwork with the SEC if we want to sell orange groves today. But if we package it effectively and sell it in the right way, it may be considered a securities offering. That is the extent of his worldview. The fact that a judge would say something so ridiculous is ridiculous. How that could be feasible, I have no idea. However, this is the reality we must face. And this is the challenge that other companies in the crypto industry face. You can't assume you'll get a Judge Taurus if your project's Coinbase is Nance. Instead, you might get a buffoon like this Rakoff. Indeed, we face a formidable challenge. Also, I'm not arguing that Do Kwon shouldn't go to jail, he obviously broke the law. One cannot look at the Ripple ruling and conclude that it is irrelevant how anything was sold, as Judge Torres did. Simply put, you have to establish a boundary and declare that the item being sold is not a security. What maybe that is, and that absolutely is the complete point of how we and you know, this is simply what you have to deal with, is if you bundle it in contracts and have this directness of those institutional sales. When involved in a legal dispute, you can never predict how things will turn out. This is why it's best to steer clear of legal trouble whenever possible. Because when you put that kind of power in the hands of a single individual, you never know what will happen. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. Please subscribe and like as always. See you later, bye.